Lok Sabha elections are just round the corner, and if you are someone who is wondering how postal ballots work, then this video is for you. Firstly, let's understand a concept called postal voting. Postal voting, also known as absentee voting, is a method of voting in which electors cast their ballots by mail rather than in person at a polling station. Postal ballots offer a convenient and secure way to cast your vote without having to leave your home. However, not everyone is eligible to apply for postal voting. There is a particular criterion that you have to tick before you can register yourself.
मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि भौगोलिक, सांस्कृतिक, सामाजिक रूप से विविध इतने बड़े देश में चुनाव कराने के लिए हमने अपने आप को कैसे ओवर द 2 इयर्स पीरियड तैयार किया है। दुनिया के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र के चुनावों में लॉजिस्टिक्स और मटेरियल प्रबंधन ही अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी चुनौती है। तो लेट अस शो यू व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड बाय विच वी आर डूइंग दिस इलेक्शंस। We have 97 crore registered voters, more than the combined voters of a few continents put together, America, Europe, Australia, all many put together. Over 10.5 lakh polling stations, and कितने लोग उसको conduct करते हैं? 1.5 crore polling officials and security officials conduct those elections. More than 55 lakh EVMs, 4 lakh vehicles, और अब तक हम क्या कर चुके हैं? 17 जनरल इलेक्शंस टू द पार्लियामेंट, 400 से ज़्यादा असेंबली इलेक्शंस कर चुके हैं। ये इलेक्शन कमीशन का एक लीगेसी है। 16 प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शंस, 16 वाइस प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शंस, ए ट्रूली गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड। इट्स ए गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड इन द एंटायर इलेक्शन मैनेजमेंट।
The postal ballot method is particularly used for those individuals who are unable to vote in person due to various reasons, such as being engaged in essential services on election day. The eligibility criteria for postal ballots vary depending on the specific election and jurisdiction. However, some common categories of eligible voters include members of the armed forces, paramilitary forces and other government employees deployed on election duty far from their home constituencies. Government officials and polling staff who are assigned duties at polling stations other than their own. Media persons on election duty who are carrying authorized letters from the Election Commission can cast their votes via postal ballots. Fourth are essential workers. Those employed in essential services like metros, railways, healthcare are eligible to vote via postal ballots in the Lok Sabha and 4 state assembly elections. Besides, state police personnel on election duty, polling personnel and embassy staff on postings abroad can also use this facility. To apply for a postal ballot, eligible voters must submit an application to the returning officer of their respective constituency. The application form typically requires personal details, voter identification information, and the reason for seeking a postal ballot. The RO verifies the eligibility of the applicant and issues the postal ballot if the criteria are met. The process of postal voting is quite simple, but at the same time sensitive too, as all the procedures must be followed with utmost care. Once the application is approved, the RO sends the postal ballot to the voter's registered address. The ballot package typically includes the ballot paper, a declaration form, a secrecy sleeve, and a prepaid return envelope. The voter marks their preferred candidate on the ballot paper in the secrecy sleeve to ensure confidentiality. The voter completes the declaration form, providing their signature and other relevant details. Later on, the voter affixes the postage stamp provided and mails the return envelope to the designated address within the specific time. Various steps are taken to ensure fairness and integrity of postal voting, and various safeguarding methods that are implemented that include strict eligibility criteria and an application process, clear guidelines for marking and returning postal ballots, and scrutiny of postal ballots to identify and reject invalid votes. Postal ballots offer a valuable option for eligible voters who are unable to vote in person. By ensuring smooth voting, postal ballots promote inclusivity and accessibility in the electoral process. The general election for 543 Lok Sabha seats will be held in 7 phases from the 19th of April, with counting to be held on the 4th of June. Elections to state legislatures of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Odisha and Sikkim will also be held during the same period. So, are you eligible to cast your vote through postal ballot? Let us know in the comments below.